Yep, that's right, man. It's your boy JG right here. One to Beat Natural's home for hip hop and R&B. And I have a special guest in the building today, my brother DJ Fresh. How are you doing, my brother?
What's good, JG, man? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed.
Man, that's real. That's real. Now listen, Fresh, I've known you for about, I don't know, maybe like 10 years now. I would say.
I think it's a little bit longer.
Might be longer than that. Maybe 12, 13 years. But
13.
13, yeah. But what I will say is, man, you've been the same since I met you. And I remember when you went on your first run and you came out here, I was booking you at House of Legends. This was during the almost like the COVID era,
Yeah.
I feel like. Or right after that COVID era. And I remember you saying, yo, JG, like, I'm on a mission right now. And then I looked up and I mean, you went on your first tour. Of course, you started with Rich Homie Quan and all of them, and you did all of that. But you went on your first tour after that. Mm-hmm. And from there, bro, you have like continuously elevated. Just go back and talk to me, like in that moment, how did you feel and where you stand right now?
At that moment, running into you and, us going back and forth and doing different things together, throwing parties together, just trying to figure it out in that lane. In my mind, I kind of always knew where I wanted to end up. To me, it was just about finding a way to get there and finding a way to get there fast. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like now it's happening fast, but
right.
At that time, it felt like it was taking forever to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just trying to find the right promoter to get with or find the person who was working and doing this. Or, I was trying to get there on my own, and I wanted to get there fast because I felt like there were people at that time. I felt like there were people that were there before me
mm-hmm.
that wasn't worth being there.
Right.
But as I grew and began to travel and learn different things and learn about the business and learn about DJing and learn other things, I kind of grew to know like I didn't get there at the time I was supposed to, that I wanted to get there because it wasn't my time yet.
Right.
And the people that were there, it was their time.
Their time, exactly.
So trying to wish somebody out their spot
right, yeah.
was something that I had to learn not to do.
Right.
Everybody deserves to be where they are at the time that they're there, and you will get your time. And when you get there, you just got to do what you need to do to keep that. So, now we're here, man.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing to being able to learn that, go through the things that I've been through, and still come out, on the other side blessed.
Exactly. What do you feel like is one of the biggest misconceptions of DJ Fresh?
Well, now I feel like is that I don't think people realize I can actually DJ.
Right.
Because I've made such a bold statement in my hosting,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is a combined effort.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't meet me from behind the turntables. They met me from in front. So when I see people and I see certain things and I hear conversations, they like, he not a DJ, he just a host. He just
right.
a host.
Yeah.
And then they catch me in a setting where I have to DJ and they're like, oh, bro can DJ too. Like I didn't know, bro. I only seen him on the mic. And they're seeing me do this, be technical and do different things. They're like, oh well he all right.
Yeah,
like, he good.
yeah.
So, that's one of the heaviest misconceptions that people don't know that I really can DJ and that I've been DJing for a long time.
Yeah. Talk about where you from.
Okay. This is a really complicated story, but
Exactly.
for the first time, I'm going to say it completely. I'm going to say the short version, but it's going to be a complete version. Okay. I was born in Virginia.
Okay.
I was born in Hampton, Virginia, Langley Air Force Base. Didn't stay there long enough for me to feel like I was from there. I was born there, probably a couple years there out the womb, moved to Georgia.
Okay.
Now, I moved to Georgia. I was in a small town outside of Savannah called Hinesville. My parents were in the military. My mother was in the military, my stepfather was in the military, and my father was in the military. We would stay like next to Fort Stewart.
Military, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm in Hinesville till I'm about, I say like 12, 13.
Okay.
Then I moved to the outskirts of Atlanta.
Okay.
I was living in Kennesaw / Ackworth. So I'm living in Atlanta. I'm going crazy, 9th grade, whatever. I was messing up in school. So they shipped me to Kentucky.
Okay.
Which is where my father is from.
Got you.
So 14 or 15, I start back. I repeated the 9th grade. So I had to go to 9th grade in Louisville.
Okay.
Went to Louisville, graduated high school in Louisville.
Okay.
Which is where I actually began my actual DJ journey. begin to do the kids parties, teen parties, start doing the adult clubs at a young age. Boom, I blow up, go to college in Kentucky. Kentucky State University, boom, 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 EKU, West Kentucky, University of Kentucky. I became the man DJing in Kentucky. And then I moved to Cincinnati, which is where I most notably made my name. That, like, from that point, from Cincinnati, is where all the celebrities came from after that.
After that.
Yeah.
So you had different points.
Yeah, so the origin story of where I'm from is different. Like, where I'm from depends on who I'm talking to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm talking to this certain group of people, I say I'm from here. If I'm talking to this certain group of people, I say I'm from here. And it's mainly because the persona that I've built, I'm able to relate to people from different angles and different places. So I can say that I'm from here, and they'll ask me questions about being from there, and I can answer those questions because I stayed there enough to be there. Like, yeah, you is from here.
Yeah,
so it's really relative to who I'm talking to.
Okay.
But that's the full version in short.
Okay. Having to travel like that and be in different cities, I mean, that's, building friends. Mm-hmm. Then you gotta say bye friends and create more friends. Was that a challenge for you? Was that something that you kind of like didn't really like, or was that something that you grew to appreciate? I'm
what the old school people say, like, I don't meet no strangers. Like, I don't meet strangers. Like, I go to anywhere and I can immediately adapt. I survey, and I feel like I can do this. These people, I know how to be with these people. I know how to be with these people. So it didn't really bother me as I got older.
Right.
Once I initially left Georgia first, like when I had to end up moving to like Atlanta,
mm-hmm.
that killed me because I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So leaving them friends that I grew up with, that was a challenge because I was a child.
Right.
But as I got older, I started to say, I can make myself anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, I can get with these people. I can do what needs to be done to be operating in this situation. So it didn't really bother me too much as I got older.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine. Are you the only child? You got brothers, sisters?
No, okay. I am by far.
By far the only child. Not the only child.
I have a sister from my mother.
Okay.
I have two sisters from my stepfather, which, we don't play step in our family. It's just like you brothers and sisters.
You're right.
So, and then from my actual father, I got 5 brothers and 5 sisters.
Wow.
And I'm the second to the youngest.
Okay. So you grew up. Did you grow up with all of them? Did you meet them growing?
My dad he was super old.
Okay.
Like when they got together to make me, my mother was 29 and my daddy was 40.
Okay.
So my father been like super old like my whole life. He been old my whole life. So God rest his soul. He died. He was like 70 something when he died.
Okay.
So it's just my brothers and sisters were already grown and had families by the time I met them and got with them.
Exactly.
And my father, they was already grown, family, jobs, all of that. You know what I mean? So I actually lived with my 2 stepsisters and my sister from my mother. That's who I actually lived with.
Gotcha.
So I grew up with them, but not my other family.
Okay. When you talk about DJ Fresh, or when people talk about DJ Fresh, who is DJ Fresh to the core? Like, not the DJ, not the person that everybody sees on the stages, not the singer when he sings, the magician and the things that you do, but to the core, who is DJ Fresh?
I want people to know me as a man who is like on a mission to be completely selfless, and I got a heart, I got a really, really, really big heart, and that comes from opening doors for people, doing stuff for people, want people to know that I appreciate them, want people to know that I understand, like I can relate to you in some type of way,
mm-hmm.
For whatever you're going through. I never say to people, I know how you feel, because even if you've been through a situation, you don't know how a person actually feels.
That's good.
So I stopped for a long time ago, I stopped telling people I know how you feel,
right?
Because I don't know how you feel. But my heart is so big that I have empathy for you, and I want to find a way to, show you love, bring you in. I'm big on helping other people's light shine. I don't want to dim nobody's light.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a way that I can help you become big, then I'm all for that, which is how I ended up getting all of these DJs on my tour, all these cameramen on tour, because it's my heart. So I want people to take from me like, Fresh, we love him. He got a big heart. He got love for everybody.
Yeah, no, that's real. And speaking on, you putting DJs in position, man, because I know, as a DJ or as a host or whatever, man, like, this is a crazy game, you know what I mean? And it ain't easy, and it's politics, and it's hate, it's a lot of shit. But I say that to say that at your biggest moment, one of the things that I was very, very impressed with, and for the people who might not know that you even did this, I want to bring this to light, is that when you go to these cities, when you was on the Chris Brown tour, you would call the DJs from that city, and you would have them come up there and do a set with you. Like, where did that idea come from? What made you want to do that? Like, is that something that you've always done? Is that something that you was just like, you know what, I'm going to fuck with these DJs in this moment?
I've always had some form of paying it forward, but it happened when, I toured last time, and I put people in position to do certain things. And, for a while it's always good, and then in the end, there's something that always misconstrues it. Mm-hmm. So instead of having to carry the load of having someone that and you might not necessarily be getting paid a certain amount of money to be able to cover certain aspects.
Right.
So instead of that, I was like, you know what? I could actually turn this into something way bigger than, just having somebody have my back. Why not just go to each city, get an upcoming DJ from there, and give them a chance to shine on their big stage in their city. And it didn't always come from people I knew.
Right.
Like, and this goes back to my heart. I would go out, like I literally would go out in the city, not knowing anybody, go to a club, hear a DJ and say, hey, you want to DJ tomorrow? Like, I'm giving people a chance that I don't even know.
Yeah,
Now, mind you, there's people that's worked with me that I do know and been knowing for years. Mm-hmm. But I even took it to a point. I remember one day I was in one of the biggest shows ever. I'm in L.A.
Wow.
I'm like, I know plenty of DJs in L.A., but I get on Instagram and I say, who wants to DJ today? And I pulled somebody off the Instagram. I did it in L.A. I did it in another part of California. Somebody was walking on the street watching the live, and they said, hey, I'll come DJ. And I'm thinking they're in the city. They was 2 hours away.
Yeah.
They had to drive
all the way,
and come do it, So it's just the ability to be able to turn somebody up in their own city, shine the light on them, and then after I'm done, they can make whatever narrative they want to make with it. They can take it and run and make videos and reels, and, they can do what they want to do. So that was just big for me, just being able to give back to, the hardworking DJs.
Nah, yeah, that's fire, bro. I thought that was super, super dope being able to see that. Because, you really don't get that, especially in this that time, because that's a moment you can, have for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like to be able to put other people on at your highest moment. I just thought,
but what I'm saying is I gotta thank Chris for that too.
Okay.
Because what I learned from him that I didn't see in a lot of other people, because I DJ for multiple artists.
Exactly.
And I've always ran into a situation where an artist may feel like, hey, I think you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. Chris was the first person to initially say, do whatever you need to do to turn this crowd up. Mm-hmm. I know what you do. I've seen you do it. I know you dance. I know you DJ. I know you sing. I know you at the time you was flipping. Do whatever you need to do to turn these people up. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to stop you. You have full free reign. And the reason how I even got with him is he saw me do that type of thing in front of a group of people who weren't really like keen on that. They didn't like it.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, I like it.
Yeah.
So you come over here and you can be yourself, because guess what? He didn't say this, but I'm thinking like, I'm Chris Brown.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do to stop me from being Chris Brown.
Right.
It don't matter if you go out there for 2 hours straight and give your best performance. When I get on this stage, it's Chris Brown.
Right,
so
exactly.
Do what you need to do to get your rocks off and get your following up, and don't hold nothing back. And I'm going to let you do that because it's not going to take nothing from me. So I'll do the same thing. I'm not going to dim your light. I'm going to help you shine, and that's what he did for me. So I'm paying it forward.
To other people, nah, that's fire, bro. And because I have to honestly say, bro, when you go to the show, it's almost like, no bullshit, you're damn near headlining the show with the artist, man. The way that you keep the crowd engaged, the way that you actually understand the craft that you're doing, the way that you come out and you talk to the people, and it's not like, I feel like, you do it enough to where it's repetition, but it's still a point to where it's like when you're doing it in these different cities, you're actually like going with the flow of the city. You know, you're not just taking something that you did from a show. Of course, you might use other shit, but it's just like, dog, nah. Every city, it's a real deal show, man.
To me, it's different. You know, we get in these different stadiums and these different arenas that are built different.
Exactly.
So, like, when I started doing, like, the light game, my, like, light skit, you know, there's a plethora of other DJs who do it. I'm the first one to do it the way that I've done it.
Right.
Like, separating a stadium or an arena into tiers and letting them know from the beginning, listen, you're here, you're here, you're here. And I continuously say that to put it in their mind. So when it's time for me to do that, they already know how to follow. Like, this is Birmingham.
Yeah.
I made an imaginary line in the stadium. You know, the stadium is set up like side here, upside, middle section, back.
Yeah.
So there's no lines. I made an imaginary line at the beginning of the show and said, hey, you guys are on the left, you guys are on the right. I don't know the numbers or nothing. I just said, listen, you guys are on the left, you guys are on the right, you guys are on the top, you guys are on the floor. And I said that up until the set before Chris comes out. And then when I said it, and I was like, all right, now right side, you put your light up. And everybody on the right puts their light up and nobody on the left does it because they've already been programmed
in their mind
to know what side they're on and when to do it. So it's all about the setup of how the arenas are set up. It's how I form the light thing. The city we're at is how I determine what songs are to be played. Like, we might be in Chicago. I know Chicago has a set of Chicago music that they rock with. When we go out west, there's a set of music you play out west. When you go to New York, there's a set of music you play in New York. When you go to Birmingham, Alabama, there's a set of music
that you play in Birmingham.
Just as if we're in Nashville. It's a certain thing that you do when you're in these certain places, and that helps me cultivate my performance and makes it different every night. So
is it a real thing between like tour DJ beef? Like, is that a thing?
It's a thing if they make it.
If they make it, yeah.
It's a thing if they make it. You know, one thing I learned, man, more money, more problems.
Yeah,
so you just gotta deal with, and I say that humbly.
Yeah.
Like, we're walking into a season where I'm being blessed with a lot of opportunity, and a lot of people might not like it.
Exactly.
And we have to learn how to deal with people not liking the elevation, and some people just seeing the elevation and not respecting it. Because they feel like, you know, either they want you to have like survivor's remorse, or the fact that you're somewhere and they want to still remember you as who you were, and you're not that person anymore.
Exactly.
So when you see these other DJs and when you see these other people in your city, even the people from where you're from, it's like they want to still call you your old name. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't me. I'm not him. Like, when I see people, they be like, oh, ATL, because that's what they used to call me. Because when I made my transition, ATL, this, ATL. I'm not ATL anymore. I'm DJ Fresh. I understand you want to let people know that you were there in the beginning, but we ain't in the beginning no more.
No, facts.
We are way further than that.
Exactly.
So, you know, that to your original question about the tour beef, it all plays a role. People see where you are now, and they expect you to have that same attitude that you had then. You were on the run. Like, you look at a DJ and like, I remember when you were on the run and you were going crazy and everybody rooted for you.
Right.
Everybody was like, hey, go ahead. DJ so-and-so, go crazy. You in your bag right now.
Yeah. And
when you take that stagnant moment and you see somebody else going in their bag, it's kind of like, dang, what am I going to do? Like, instead of cheering you on, they trying to figure out ways to make themselves relevant to what you're doing instead of just saying, hey, man, you doing your thing. Good luck. Keep going. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, real quick, I want to ask you something, right? Being where you were before, do you have a certain type of, like, understanding of why people may be that way? Like, seeing where you were at a time. Because I remember in the beginning, you were like, man, like, it was almost like I was more so, like, wishing somebody out of their spot. So now that you're there now, it's like, are you able to look at it and be like, you know what? As mad as I might want to be at the shit that you're doing or the shit that you might be saying on the low, I kind of like understand where you are. Yeah,
but it didn't come from myself. Like, you know, I have a manager. Shout out to Keys to KY on the gram. But you know AT.
Yeah.
It actually took him one day. He said this thing to me some years ago, and it kind of stuck with me. he don't even know that I be like remembering what he says to me.
Mm-hmm.
One day he said to me, when you're doing it this big, somebody got to be small, bro. Like, and I carry that, you know, as I go into, every time I go into the next step, it's like, if you're doing it this big, somebody got to be small. So you're thinking about the people not wishing that they're small or not calling them small, but when you're on the large scale, somebody has to be under you.
Right,
like,
right.
You know, and that's not a play on them. You know, you're not shunning what they're doing, but it's like, man, they gonna be looking at you like, dang, bro. They don't know how to understand it. They don't know how to accept it. Yeah. So you just got to be able to deal with what you got going on, keep doing it, and give them a little grace. You know, I feel now, just give them a little grace.
Exactly.
You know, we ain't got to say nothing to them, or we ain't got to tell them that we understand, and we ain't got to put it on the forefront
but
that
it's
there's
the
an
fact.
issue.
Yeah,
but just give them the grace.
Kinda,
you know, we ain't doing that. We ain't going back that way. I get it. I understand it. We ain't gonna say nothing about it. We just gonna keep pressing forward.
Yeah.
You know, and that grace that you're giving them is gonna keep you blessed. It's gonna keep you to continue moving, and it's gonna keep you going on. We're not arguing. We're not fighting. We're not going back and forth. We looking towards the better thing. So.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know, I don't know how you couldn't, but for the people who might not know, who was the first artist that you went on tour with? Or did you DJ for?
Rich Homie Quan.
Okay.
He is the first industry artist that I DJ'd for.
How did that like come together? Was it just a random? Was you in a club? Was that a relationship built? Like
it was. It happened over time. Like I said, you know, remember if we go back to the beginning origin story, you know, I had that stint in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Now I'm doing all the clubs. Every time a promoter would bring Rich Homie Quan, I would be DJing the club. Yeah. So over time, they're seeing me DJ the club. Now I had worked for this club owner who owned all the clubs I was DJing at a time. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like under this big contract where I could only DJ for his club. Yeah. I ended up DJing for somewhere else. Yeah. And you know, I got blackballed from his situation. Wow. Which blackballed me from the entire club industry in Cincinnati because, you know, I wasn't rocking with those other promoters because I was working for him. So when I was out of work with him, I'm trying to go to them.
And they like, nah, you been.
Like, you act like you couldn't rock with us. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ended up being blackballed one Christmas. And it was a messed up Christmas. I really couldn't buy no gifts. I couldn't do nothing. Money was messed up. I remember one time, me and my girl, we had put some money together. We had bought the Jordans that came out that year. Mm-hmm. Everybody, that's the only gift we could get. Everybody in my family, my son, her, and me, we had the Jordans. We had the Columbia 11s. I'll never forget it. We ended up going to Atlanta. Quan was having a bike drive. So I called his brother, like, you know, because I was really tight with his brother. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I want to pull up, you know, just to rap. I don't want to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just want to help y'all if y'all need help. He said, pull up. So when I pulled up that day, it just so happened, it was like, hey, man, you still trying to get out of Cincinnati, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to holler at you. And it was that day, later on that night, they was like, I want you to be my DJ. Wow. Like, I'm going to fire my DJ, and I want you to be my DJ. Yeah. And it literally happened just like that. No words in between, no exaggeration. It happened just like that. And we carried on ever since.
So I have to ask you, you had a moment being his DJ where you were singing, where you were singing the what's the name of the song? Lifestyle. Was that every set where you did that, or pretty just much. That particular set?
Nah, man.
That's every set you was doing that.
Because if you ever go back to the video, like the original video, if you notice, we're doing the song, and you can't see me in the video because there was so many people on stage. I'm behind him. So if you notice in the video, he says his part, and then he drops his mic because I'm coming. Then he says his other part, and he drops his mic again because I'm coming again. So he already knew that was coming.
Okay, yeah.
He knows. We do that. Yeah. And there was another part in a set where I sing too. Yeah. And you know, it kind of became a thing. But that part going viral, I don't think anybody expected that.
Yeah. What was that moment like? Like, did he call you? Was he like, man, Fresh, look at this shit? Did you send it to him? Like,
no, it was kind of like that was like the beginning of like the viral age for real, like that. Okay, so yeah. It was just seeing it. It was like, it was cool. But then when it got on World Star, it was like, that's when World Star was popular. Yeah. Rest in peace, Q. Like, it was just like, he was just like, man, I think he got tired of seeing it just like me. Yeah, like, exactly. Man, every 6 months I got to see this, man. And so that kind of started to, hey, man, you got to like chill out a little bit. You know what I'm
So he wasn't really tripping at first.
Yeah, and then he wasn't tripping at first, but when that joint went crazy, R.I.P. my brother Quan, man. When that joint went crazy, it was just like, all right, bro. Yeah. Scale back a little bit.
That's funny, is it? No facts. No facts. So, all right.
Nah. You're doing your thing, but
no, that's hilarious.
That much.
No facts. So, take us past that. After Rich Homie Quan, because you've literally been on tour for everybody. Let's just go ahead and go down that list real quick. I mean, you was on tour with Baby and them. Who else? What else? Who else?
I did. Okay, so I did Quan, Gotti, Baby, Nicki, Chris, and I did Meek for a minute. Yeah. Yep. I said Gotti too. Gotti was. I was Gotti for a long. I've been knowing him for a long time. Man.
Yeah.
You know, people just don't know. I've lived about 5 industry lives.
Yeah.
Like I've seen the best of some stuff and I've seen the worst of some stuff coming from different camps. Like, you know, I'll be telling so many stories and people just be like, dang, you was there during this time, and they get to looking back like, oh yeah, he was, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been a crazy ride, you know. It's been a crazy ride, but a blessed ride, you know. Because I made those connections, and when I see those people, they see me and say like, you finally did it. Like, you did it. Because I always wanted to be the person that I am today as far as hosting and DJing. They all knew. Everybody knew. I always was like, you know, I'll go out there and I'll rock, you know, I'll rock until it's time, you know. I said this to everybody.
Yeah.
So they knew it. So when I seen them guys, they like,
you said it.
You said it, boy. You finally did it, boy. You finally got it. Like,
yeah.
So it was lit.
Nah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. So we going all the way now. Boy Is Mine tour. Monica, Brandy. I mean, when you talk about legends,
bro.
It don't really get no more legendary than that on that side of things, right?
Right. No. Everybody knows me. I'm an R&B guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you know, I ran into Monica a lot of times on Breezy Bowl, but on 11/11 was where we kind of made an impromptu like relationship, friendship type thing.
Right.
You know, I did a tribute playing her song.
Saw that. That was crazy.
It went viral, you know, like 4 or 5 million views.
Yeah.
You know, and she was in the building. So we kind of just, from that point on, she kind of had her eye on me as far as the music and DJing is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it just carried over in the Breezy Bowl. You know, I've seen her at about, 14, 15 shows.
Yeah.
And one day I just walked up on her and was like, I know you about to start touring.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need me. Like, I just put it out there.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So at that moment, I, made it my mission to get there somehow. And, God willing, it happened.
I want to stop you. You said something. You said, let me know if you need me. When it comes to DJs, my personal opinion, I feel like certain DJs, they too cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about how, or what advice would you give to another DJ and that want to tour, want to, see himself being, DJ Fresh, well, not DJ Fresh, but see himself being a tour DJ, being a top DJ. What do you tell him to get him out of his comfort zone?
I think it's very important that you take over where you're at first.
Right.
Like, I think it's very important that you become the top dog in every aspect of where you're at. Like, now some DJs don't do radio, but if you do radio and you're like full blown in the radio, be that guy on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Be that guy in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Throw your own parties. Throw your own events.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like you throwing your own event. You can say your name 100 times. You can put your name all on the flyer. You can do whatever you want to do. Be that person in your city. So when you go to these places and they do their background checks and they reference you through people that they may know, they can say, oh, nah, he real deal.
Yeah.
Everybody rock with him. He the one. Like, he, if you, and no, not trying to say that, but I am trying to say that. If you do a history check on me in my city, when you're asking about me to other people, they going to say, he the one. Like, oh, nah, Fresh, he the one. And he been doing it for a long time.
Right.
He did this, he did that. The track record of what I've done is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
So people don't have nothing but, they don't have another choice but to say, oh yeah, we gonna rock with him
yeah.
because his track record is good.
Proof, the longevity.
He's shown and he's proved for a greater part of, I've been DJing for 20 plus years, bro.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Wow.
And I've been DJing for 20 plus years. And done so many things in these 20 plus years, from the clubs to the radio, to the street, to mixtapes, to touring. I've done it all. And I've done it at a high level.
Exactly.
I've done multiple things at a high level. And I feel like as a DJ or up and coming, make your name mean something.
Exactly.
And then you can carry your name to the next spot. Oh, I think I should move to here. Or I think I should move to here. Or my city's dead. Or there's no nightlife. Make a lane. You can make the lane. It ain't, they say, well, it's about to be a recession. There really ain't no money out there. No, there's people with money.
Yeah.
And there's people that are willing to spend it. It just has to be worth.
Spending.
Come up with a game plan to do something that's worth these people spending money, attach your name to it, blow your name up, and then carry it to the next level. Yeah. Because that's how it's happening. When Quan came to me, I was already DJ Fresh. He was like, we already know. We seen you. We watch you. We see you in person. We know what's going on. Like when, Chris came to me, I was already DJ. He's seen it, Even when Baby and them came to me, they already knew. Yeah. They seen it. Like, what I'm saying? It's like whether they enjoyed it, whether they didn't like it or not, they know. Like, they bringing my name up to other people, and they tell them like, oh no, he the truth. Yeah. You can't deny it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So my advice, just to, go back to your original thought, be the man where you are and let that carry you into your next situation. Yeah. Keep your name clean. Keep your face clean as possible. Not every business deal is going to be great. Not everything is going to happen and go in your favor. Keep your name as clean as possible. Keep your brand as clean as possible. Make it as big as you possibly can, and then take it to the next level.
There it is. What's next for DJ Fresh?
Hey man, after the Boys Mind tour, I got my solo tour in Australia.
Fire.
So Passport Boys, get ready. It's lit.
Fire.
We going to Australia.
Are your dates already secured?
Do you know the dates? Secure,
okay.
Man.
You know how many dates you doing?
We're gonna do about a little over a week over there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like a club slash festival run.
Yeah.
So we going that whole week.
So are you over there in Australia? Walk me through this for people who's never been to Australia or don't really understand. Is it like they're coming to a concert to see Fresh and you just doing your thing, or is it like you're headlining an event?
I'm headlining events.
Okay, cool.
It's like I'm the draw though. You know what I'm saying? This is a situation featuring DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh live.
Right.
At this event. So I'm headlining it, and we're doing like Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, the different cities in Australia. So it's just big.
Oh, that's fire. Well, there it is, man. It's your boy JG right here with my brother DJ Fresh. We can go all night long, literally, my brother.
We got so many stories.
Many stories. But you got to get to the concert tonight, man. So I'm going to let you go and do your thing. Shout out to my brother for being here. That's right, man. It's your boy JG. And yeah, it's right here. Nashville's home for hip hop and R&B. 101 a beat.
For sure.